Hi, I'm Dashka Slater. This is my book, The Antlered Ship, and this is a bathtub-friendly antlered ship that I made using regular old stuff I found around the house. Unlike a book, I can take this in the bathtub. So I'm going to show you how to make it. It's a great library, bookstore, or classroom craft because it doesn't require a lot of fancy materials and it doesn't require any glue or paint or, God forbid, glitter. So how do you do it? Let's start with pipe cleaner. All you have to do is, this is now your step one, which is making your figurehead. Make a loop, twist it a little bit, and then shape those antlers. That's step one. Step two, I'm going to take half a pipe cleaner. I just cut one in half, and I'm just going to add another layer of antlers by twisting it around and shaping it. You can trim, you can keep on adding if you want, but I think this looks pretty good. So this is our figurehead. We need now a ship to put it onto. And my ship is made of 3 corks and 2 rubber bands. So I'm going to take my rubber bands and just loop them right around the antlers, like this. So they're just dangling there. And then all I need to do is add the corks. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to tighten it up by looping the rubber band around one more time. And then I'm just going to straighten up my antlers, make sure that everything is arranged properly. We're ready to go. All we need now is a sail. So, a couple options for making your sail. For a mast, you're going to need something that's about 6 inches long and has one pointy end. Not very pointy. No one's going to get hurt with it. This is a knitting needle, so I just got this at the junk store. They had a whole jar of them. But another good option is a bamboo skewer of the kind that you use to grill your shish kebabs. They sell them in any supermarket in packages, a couple bucks for a big package of bamboo skewers. They're a little tall, so you might want to trim one end. All you need is one pointy end. Once you have your mast, you're going to want some sails. This is just regular cardstock. I found this at the junk store too. It's nice because it's perforated, so no cutting required. You can also use acetate file folders like this. This is like a binder separator. I just cut some pieces so that my sails could be perfectly waterproof. And that way, you know, if you have a very splashy adventure in the bathtub, your sails won't get waterlogged. So use whatever you like, but whatever you do, you're going to poke your nice little pointy mast right through. Now, there's a couple ways to do this. A hole punch will make nice holes for you, and if you don't have a hole punch, all you have to do is just poke it through like that. Couldn't be simpler. Then you're going to slide one sail down to the bottom. And this second one I'm going to want to have be trimmed a little bit so that it's smaller than my first. So I'm just going to take it and trim the edges so it's a little shorter. And then once I have my second sail, same deal. Just poke a little hole through. And again, poke a little hole through. Now I have 2 sails. Just adjust them so they're blowing in the same direction. And then I want to have a pennant at the top, like this one. I have my red tape. This is probably the fanciest material that you're going to find you need for this. If you don't find any, just take a piece of red paper and tape it on with clear tape. And then, if you want your flag to have a pennant shape, you can just trim it. And there we go. So, once I have my sails and my pennant on top of it, all I need to do is just place it in the cork. And all I'm going to do that is just poke it right in. If you're using plastic corks, they're a little harder to poke into than a natural cork. So if that's what you're using, you might need to take a nail and just make a hole in the center. Small children will need help doing this. You can do it for them. Older children can do it themselves. You're not going to be hammering or anything. You're just going to poke it right in. Once it's all put together, you're ready to go off on your adventure of self-discovery. Have fun and bon voyage.